You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong, dreaming when they're gone.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. Man, I hope you guys are actually doing good out there. I hope you guys are enjoying all the episodes. I hope they're being a blessing to you guys. But this week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, kicks. Man, I'm not really much into the suits or to the actual, wearing watches or jewelry. That's more of Carlos, but don't get me wrong, I do like to wear them when the actual occasion calls for it. You gotta dress up, as a gentleman, you do gotta look nice, shave and all that cool stuff. But this week, specifically, we're gonna be talking about shoes, kicks, whatever you wanna call them, chanclas, for all my Latino people out there. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, this week I'm going to actually show you guys my top 5. Basically, they're the shoes that I've been keeping in my rotation that I love wearing. I really can't keep those shoes off my feet. Now, the first shoe I want to talk about is the Vans OTW. It is this beautiful, obviously you can see here it comes in this beautiful little white box, very stylish. Let's go ahead and pull these out. These are what the urban community calls very dope. Or if Steve Jobs was still alive, he'd say very dopey. But the Vans OTW, let me give you a little history about this shoe. Super cool before we go into the details about it. Vans OTW were basically, they get inspired by different things, by different artists, music, art, hip-hop culture, street culture. There's so many different things that they get inspired. So they're not just a skater shoe, they're more of like a style shoe. You can wear basically with some nice khakis or dress, or you can even wear it for casual, with some nice jeans, a v-neck, or a hoodie or something like that. Now let's get into the details. As you can see, this one right here, it's all pure denim. The whole, by most of, I will say about 70% of the actual shoe. It's got these cool little red laces here that really brings out that denim out, and it's got brown leather right there on that side of the wall, inside of the wall, and the whole tongue as well too. And it comes obviously, normally most Vans you can, this is very common, this white wall here. So it's a really amazing shoe. You can pick these up almost anywhere. Vans, I picked these one up at the Vans at Baybrook Mall. So you can pick them up there. You can pick them up online. Just change it up a little bit. Because I know a lot of people say, you know what? Oh, well, he's just gonna talk about the usual, the hypebeast shoes, the Jordans, and yeah, I got some of those in my rotations, but we'll get there in a minute. All right. Now the second shoe I want to talk about, man, it is such a historical shoe. Growing up, I couldn't really actually afford Jordans. That's right, we're talking about Jordans, but not just any type of Jordan. This Jordan is really famous. These are what you call the actual retro 88s. They just re-retroed, this past year, especially for the Michael Jordan 50th anniversary. They retroed in sometime, I believe, in the All-Star break. I was able to actually get my hands on these. Now, the reason why this shoe is so famous, first of all, is because it's the first Jordan to actually have the Nike brand, Nike Air, right there in the back. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield with the all leather and the cement, as we can see the famous Jordan 3-4. But the reason why it was so famous, not only because of this awesome OG Nike Air swoosh, you know what I mean? Swish. Y'all remember that when that came out? Swish. That was awesome. But the reason why it was such an amazing shoe is because it's part of the actual Michael Jordan's favorite shoe, and not only did he actually won the dunk championship with that shoe. Y'all remember when he jumped from that free throw line? Y'all see me, right? When I used to play back in the days over there. Okay, I'm sorry. I went a little bit, my bad. I wasn't like Jordan, but that's why it's such an iconic shoe. It's such a special shoe. It's one of my definitely top 5s. Now, this particular shoe that I want to talk about, I got these from Aldo. And actually, Carlos helped me pick these out because I was like, hey, you know what, man? I need something that I want to wear casual. I want to wear something that's dressy as well, too. But I don't want it to be a sneaker. I want it to be something, you know, I guess we can say a little bit more manly, a little bit more mature feel. Now, let's get right into this shoe. I love this shoe. I can't keep it off my feet. Sometimes I sleep with them. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not that obsessed with them. But, man, it's just a pure brown leather boot. I love this, man. It's just, you know, it comes with a hard bottom here, the black hard bottom, and it's all brown leather. And it might seem like, man, those shoes might look a little uncomfortable, but they're actually one of the most comfortable shoes that I own. I love this shoe. I can wear it with anything, excuse me. I can wear it anywhere. And it kind of has that old school, you know, I guess you could say old, hard-working feel to it, you know what I mean? It gets scratched up and it just looks really cool. I like the way even as it gets scratched up, you know, it still looks like, man, that's just a cool shoe that I can actually wear at all times. Plus, guys, if you want to get married, don't just wear sneakers, get you some dress shoes. The next shoe that I want to talk about, man, this shoe is super, super rad. If you don't know what rad means, you can Wikipedia that. But man, this shoe is so iconic because, you know, back in the days, when they used to play basketball, they didn't win all the championships in Nikes. That's right. They actually wore Converse, and they also wore Adidas. We're going to talk about the Adidas part, though. These are called the Adidas Top 10, and these are obviously the high edition. They actually just came out last month. They re-retro these. It's a, you know, it comes in that originals. Now this is a really cool edition because you can see the actual, you know, flyer here of the top 10 high. But in the back of it, it actually gives you a history. You know, when it was actually made. Obviously, it came out in 1979. It was the official NBA basketball shoe, and this is super rad, man. I really love. I'm not just into the shoes, but I love the boxes and everything that they, you know, create with it as well too. Especially with the flyers, that's super dope. This shoe I've literally been wearing a whole bunch. I've even wore this shoe to church and a couple places that I've had to go play. It is so comfortable and it's so stylish. I love this shoe, man. It's just that pure all white, you know, leather, you know, with that canvas look right there. And the actual, these are not white laces, but they have like that gray feel to it with the navy stripes and that red. And you can pretty much throw this shoe on with anything. Great shoe. I recommend, if you haven't gotten it, they come in this color, and they also come in an all red one with an actual gum bottom. Yeah, you should actually go pick these up. I picked these up from a local boutique shop that I love going to, Premium Goods. Thank you for hooking it up. And last, but definitely not least. Now, there was a lot of hype about this shoe last year, and there should be, because it's such a classic shoe. It was probably, now the history behind the shoe is pretty amazing, because when this shoe came out, you know, the actual NBA player that was wearing them, he didn't let Nike know that he was actually designing this shoe. So he came out and basically said, boom, got these mugs on, but the ones that I'm going to show are actually a different colorway than the ones that he actually wore. Alright, now this shoe is definitely beautifully made. Man, as you can see, it's all black. Like, don't touch the pattern leather, brother. It's all black here. Definitely that black pattern leather, as you can see on the Jordan 11 that has come out for so many years. That I guess that's really what made this shoe really cool. That pattern leather is super awesome. Actually, you can see here, you know, little gamma blue Jordan symbol there with the yellow writing and the yellow writing right back over here. And now normally the Jordan 11 will come, you know, basically in the icy color. I don't know if they try to make this one icy, maybe the black, I guess, wall, the black sole right here at the bottom made them this color, but I really like the way the actual, you know, bottom of it came out. I just love this shoe. This shoe, if you don't have your hands on it, I feel sorry for you. Nah, I'm kidding. Those are my top 5 that I've been keeping in my rotation to stay fresh. Now, because Jesus has hooked me up, we want to hook you up. Carlos, let him know about the details, man.
It's time. What do I win and how do I win it? Real easy. All you have to do, guys, is blow up our name on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on MySpace, on Zanga, on your blogs. Anything you have, guys, just blow up our name. Hashtag us, GBYD. Tag us on Instagram at Gentlemen by Design. Tag us on Twitter at Gents by Design. It's real easy. You're going to have a $100 gift card to Foot Locker coming your way. For those of you sneakerheads getting prepared for the summer, you know you want to have some fresh kicks and you know you're broke. But we're going to help you out with that. Guys, blow our name up. Whoever has the best way of promoting our name out there, whoever gets crazy and whoever we feel that has been doing an amazing job at promoting Gentlemen by Design, we're going to announce the winner next week on Instagram and on Twitter. So guys, just please help us out. All you got to do is blow up our name. We're going to catch you here next week. If you think you're going to win, don't be too sure because we might not even pick you. Just kidding. Catch us here next week. Peace out. Touch these ones if I want to.